Okay, hi everybody. Good morning. It's Dr. Rayford from Vet Triage. A bit late this morning. It's 9:40 Pacific time, July 6th, but very busy on Vet Triage, so I'm running behind. Anyway, a common question that I get when I'm on the KNPR State of Nevada radio show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, is regarding cat training, and most often it relates to somebody who owns a cat and they want to adopt a new cat or a dog or something, and they're trying to introduce each other, and the cat that was living in the household hates the new pet, or vice versa. The two cats aren't getting along. And so the question always is, what can I do to help? It's a nightmare because one cat stays in one room and hiding and beats up the other one, not letting him eat or drink, all this stuff, of course. And you don't necessarily want to have each cat have their own room. That's annoying, and they're still going to sniff each other out and try to paw at each other beneath the doors and things. So it's just a not a fruitful environment to have animals that hate each other that live together. Some people have enough room for that or patience or whatever, but most people want their pets to coexist. And you want to know that you can leave and go to work and not come back home to a fight that broke out earlier in the day. So let's talk about cats. It's a bit difficult because cats by nature are just not they're not that trainable compared to dogs. They are much more stubborn, strong-willed, independent, and they beat to the tune of their own drum. This is, of course, well conceptualized in social media platforms and posts, and people make fun of cats because they are not as clingy and needy as dogs are with people. So cats are very difficult to train, and this discussion will be based on attempts to get that cat to assimilate to the new cat or new dog at home. But the reason why I say that is because if all these measures do not work, which they may not, then you have to consider either accommodating the different animals in your house in a way that allows for peace, or you have to relinquish somebody. Someone's got to go. And it's a sad truth, but that's what has to happen if that's the case. So, and by the way, thank you for those who are watching this in the playback. Feel free to donate, subscribe, and like, and all the good stuff. So with options with cats. So number one, and this is in no particular order. Number one, slow assimilation is best. Have the new pet in a separate room, separated by a door with the current cat, and have them kind of sniff each other out through the door. You can do a similar thing where you have the new pet in like a large carrier or crate with food and water and stuff, and they can interact with each other through the front of the crate. That way, it's kind of more of a gradual thing. Or you can also do something where every day you have more and more exposure to the resident cat. So on day one, you're holding the puppy in your hands and not letting the cat's kind of looking at you and stuff, but let them interact. And then this in the second day or a couple of days later or whatever, you do that for a few days, and then the next step is maybe have the cat kind of sniff the dog, see how he acts. The cat's gonna hiss or try to paw at him, and you just back away, and then next day try again, and then just slowly introducing the cat. This could take weeks, and it may not work, but the slow assimilation is good. A second option is pharmaceutical intervention. Now, not every pharmaceutical intervention requires prescriptions. So there are some therapies that are pheromonal therapies. They help by relieving stress for cats. So Feel Away is the most common one. It's the only one that I know of. I'm sure there are others. But basically, if you're going to Google pheromone therapy, it's PHEROMONE for cats, and see what people come up with. I'm sure there's a bunch of concoctions out there that are hokey, and some that may be legit. None of this stuff is really tested as far as I know. So you just trial and error with these products, give them time. But the idea is that they can help decrease the stress of the cat, the anxiety that your cat is feeling. And maybe it's smart to do this before the new pet is introduced. I don't know, but that's an option. Otherwise, pharmaceutical intervention for drugs that require prescription, like Prozac, for example. Those might be a consideration for veterinarians who are comfortable with those drugs, who've used them before in cats. And those drugs can be tough. You may have to alter the diet while they're on those drugs. You may have to wait for a period of time for your cat to kind of seem sort of zombie-like until their blood levels adjust and their body gets used to it. And also, you can't just like stop and restart it. It's got to be continuous. And if you're planning on stopping the drug, you have to talk to your veterinarian about possibly weaning the cat off the drug. So I will plug Vet Triage for this, talk about these options and whether or not it's a good idea or not. It requires full commitment to do that kind of a thing, and again, the risk of it not working. But so medications are another option. And then you can also consider CBD products. So CBD products, THC products, whatever in animals. I'm not an expert with these, but if you just Google CBD products for cats and see what conditions people have tried using these products on for cats to help treat them, that may help as well. Again, these things, these more kind of holistic over-the-counter options are typically pretty benign, meaning no major side effects really to them as far as I know. And so you can you can try to investigate those and see what people are using on online that have worked, that are more like holistic over the counter. So that's another option for you. Otherwise, it may be that if you're not ready to relinquish anybody, and these therapies are either not options for you, or you've tried them, they don't work, then maybe just tough love, just over time. Let them interact, let them duke it out, understanding they could hurt themselves, understanding it's going to cause stress and vomiting and not eating and all that stuff. There may be pee and poop in the house. It can be quite chaotic, but maybe over time they'll get more and more used to each other, and that may help, or that may be your best option if separating them permanently by relinquishing them is not an option for you, or at least not yet. So just tough it out. You guys figure it out, and you're there to help if that's the case. So, but yeah, that's probably it. I don't know of any like cat breeds that are more docile. I think it's individual cat personality. And the Russian blues and the Siamese and Himalayans, all these different cat breeds are not as common as domestic short-haired. And so all my experience really is with domestic short-haired cats, which are the most commonly adopted cats. But that's I don't know whether breed personality plays a role or not, because cats to me are pretty much the same across the board. Obviously, there's personality differences, but each cat, it's kind of just they're fairly consistent in how they behave. So yeah, but that's probably it for today. A quick stream. Again, thank you those who watched in the playback. Any questions or comments, leave them for me, and I'll be happy to take a look. But I guess my main conclusion here is don't feel bad. If you're trying to have a multi-cat household or multi-pet household and at least one animal is a cat, don't feel bad if they don't get along, and relinquishing them is a viable option. I know that a lot of animals get euthanized at shelters because they run out of space and staffing and money and all that. But you also need to have companion animals that are actually companion animals. And if it's stressful to have them coexist, then it's just not an option. And you have to, you gotta give up when you feel like you've tried to exhaust all your options with them. So but don't feel bad. It happens, and you do the best you can. You can't change the biology of cats. They are how they are. And so if I also don't know if it matters what order you get pets. If you get a dog first and then introduce a cat, is that easier than having a cat first and then introducing a dog? But I don't think many people get their first pet based on that logic of like, oh, I know in a few years I'm going to get a dog, so let me get a cat now or whatever. It's more of just whatever you want to do, So anyway, that's enough of that. Leave me any messages, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.